Well, decided to bring my Equinox out in the snow. I don't think that was a very good idea. This is my first test with the Equinox in the snow. Came over here, turned my machine on, started swinging. You can see my swing marks there. And yesterday I did. I've been using my Deus in this field, my 9-inch HF coil and my 9-inch X35 coil. I found some gold jewelry right here. Found a bunch of coins all over the place. I was hunting in the park yesterday with my X35 coil. It didn't do really that great. It wasn't performing that great, but just swinging along here. Hadn't even turned on my camera yet. Heard a snap, right? It was kind of obvious that what had happened, because my shaft was over here and my coil was still over there. Okay, let's look and see what happened. I'm fearing the worst. It's busted. Not even 100 hours on that coil yet, and it's broken, right? Not even 100 hours on that coil. I have over 1,000 hours with the 6-inch coil, and I feared this. You know, there's a reason why I'm really easy with the Equinox, because of this right here, right? And I really don't like this coil anyway, because it's so big. It makes it really awkward to swing, right? Stay with me here on this. The Equinox has the shaft on the bottom of your palm, right? The strongest part of your hand, the firmest grip on the part of your hand is up here, right? It's not down here, right? The thing with the Equinox is when you're in water, or you're in tall grass, or you're in snow, which I really highly recommend not using the Equinox 11-inch coil in the snow. I'm probably not very smart for trying this out today, because I'm running a risk of snapping the coil ears off, right? And stay with me here on this, right? The strongest part of your grip is on the top up here. It's not on the bottom. Do you see people over there around shooting guns with the barrel pointing out the bottom? No, you don't, because your strongest part of your grip is up here, because you have your thumb, right? And when the Equinox is so heavy down here on the bottom side of your hand, it just makes it really hard to control, right? That's why I don't really have a lot of videos with the Equinox, is because it's so wobbly, right? Because it's just, this big coil is so wobbly. You know, when I watch my videos, it's just all jumping all over the place, right? So I have to grip it really hard. I really have to grip this machine hard, so you guys can see the numbers, or so I can keep that coil stabilized, right? I just end up gripping it really hard, right? So my arm wears out faster because I'm gripping it so hard. With the Deus, that freaking shaft is on the top of your strongest part of your hand, your grip right here, right? You don't have a grip on the bottom side of your hand. Look at it, right? You don't have a thumb on the bottom side of your hand to stabilize that detector, to stabilize all that weight that's on the bottom of your wrist, right? So I have to walk back home. I walked here today. I've been walking here for the last 3 days, you know, since we've had snow, but total failure, right? Not even 1 minute into my test here in the snow, fail, right? Now I'm not going to be able to test the Equinox 11-inch coil against the Deus 2, because the Deus 2 is coming here very, very shortly, right? Within a week, right? I would say within a week. So I got the beta version of the Deus 2 coming, so total failure, right? I despise manufacturers who keep on producing junk materials in their products, right? The reason why I have this Telenox detecting innovation shaft on here, and I started out with this, I did not want to swing the stock shaft on here because it has cam locks, right? Cam locks are a thing of the past. No machines that you will see in the future are going to have those cam locks on them, right? It's just obsolete building materials, right? Or obsolete design, those cam locks. Lever locks are the future, right? And so is carbon fiber or lightweight shafts, right? And I've had a couple issues with the Equinox here sliding a little bit. You know, I've had to replace a couple of screws here on the lever lock here just to tighten it down, because this painted material comes loose here and it just doesn't tighten up anymore, or it wears out, you know, the more you slide that in and out there. But I love this shaft here. This shaft is awesome. The stock shaft on this machine, I will never use a stock shaft on this machine because they don't shorten down, right? I want them detectors that I can get in tight spots with. And I want a shaft that I can collapse down really tight, so I can put it in my backpack, or I can really transport it without having a fear of this coil breaking off, right? So I might have to borrow Jim's detector. Jim is actually selling his Knox. Actually, I know a lot of people who've been trying to sell their Equinoxes for the last few months, and they just haven't been able to sell them even for 700 bucks, right? Just because the Deus 2 is coming out and everybody's preparing, because they know. I've seen some tests against the Deus 2 and the Equinox. But I probably won't be making any videos when I do get this. I might be able to borrow Jim's detector. Hopefully I don't break his coil too. I'm just going to test with his detector. I'm not going to use his detector to hunt with. But failure, right? Do the walk of shame back home. Didn't even get to detect today with the Equinox. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe.